afternoon, everyone. I welcome you to BYJU'S exam prep. I am Nikita, your VARC mentor. So what happened in today's morning slot was that we had some spelling correction questions. Okay, so students told me, ma'am, we were expecting sentence correction, but what we got was spelling correction. So because we had these spelling correction questions, we had some synonym-antonym pair questions, I thought to quickly design a session that has some of these as examples, some of these questions, so that you get a better idea of how to attempt them. Okay, so let's look at some such questions. Let's practice them together. I want instant responses from your end. Okay, I want immediate responses because time will be of essence in the exam. All right, so let's see how many we are able to get correct. Hi Payal, good afternoon. Right. This goes without saying. I think you know, if you find value in the session, do press the like button. It goes a long way to motivate us, right? Okay, so our first question for the day, just a second, yeah. So read the instructions very carefully, okay. In the following question, 4 words are given, out of which 1 word is correctly spelled. So that means there are 4 incorrect spellings. Find the correctly spelled word. Okay, yes, tell me, what should be the answer? A, B, C, E. A, B, C, D, E, sorry. Good afternoon, Rupali. Waiting for your responses. Pranay says A, all right. Others? So Pranay has given a pretty quick response. Let's see if it's correct or not. What do the others say? Payal also says A. Okay. You're not supposed to Google the answers, remember? Okay. So, a trick to actually attempt these questions, let me tell you. See, whenever you see that you've been asked the correct spelling of a word, look at, let's say, the first option here. And if you know that word, think of the spelling in your mind first before looking at the other options. Okay, if you've heard of this word, if you know this word, think of the spelling first in your mind before looking at the other options. Because what happens is, if I look at all the 5 options together, sometimes my mind would get confused after seeing so many spellings that, okay, which is the correct spelling? Okay, so first try to think of the spelling in your mind without looking at all the 5 options. So you are absolutely correct here, Payal, Pranay, it's obeisance. Okay, A is the correct answer, right? Okay, all right, Pranay, तो आपका तुक्का वर्क कर गया अगर आपने तुक्का मारा था तो. What does this mean? Anybody? What does this word mean? Obeisance. It's a noun. Obey, isn't it? Doesn't it look like it's related to the word obey? Obeisance is the act of bowing. Okay, to bow before someone, to show respect to that person. Okay, that is this act of bowing down, that is called obeisance. Okay, so this is the correct spelling here. So nobody asked you the meaning, okay, but then you should know the meanings as well, because you did have a fair number of synonym-antonym questions today. Yes? Okay, let's look at another example here. Let's see, what do you say? Let's see who answers the most quickly. Question 2, read the instructions carefully. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Okay. Pranay and Prachi say D. All right. Others. Payal also says D. Okay. All right. Should I reveal the answer then? Absolutely correct. D is the response. D is the correct response. All of you are correct. Mutineers. Okay. When I say mutiny, all of you must have heard of this word mutiny. Yes. So the spelling of mutiny is this. It means a rebellion, a revolution. Okay. Okay, so somebody who conducts such a rebellion is called a mutineer, right? And absolutely correct. D is the correct answer here. So see, you are able to solve spelling correction questions as well. You don't need to be afraid of a new question type just because you have not practiced it earlier. Okay, and that trick that, okay, think of the spelling in your mind first before looking at all the 5 options, that will work for you. Okay, let's see the next slide. All right, so this time the question changes a little. Read the instructions and tell me what should be the answer. Yes. Good, Pranay, make such educated guesses in the exam. Let's see what you say. All right. One response I've got. Others? Okay, okay. Gunjan, what do you say? Gunjan also says A. Payal also says A. All right. So you say that this one has been spelled correctly. Now let's say I'm someone who does not know the meaning of lassoing. Okay. So I can eliminate. Use elimination. Okay. So your second tip would be that in such questions also you can use elimination if different words have been asked from you. Yes. So you know that, okay, psychic ka ye spelling to nahi hota, right? So what should be the correct spelling here? P-S-Y-C-H-I. Instead of a K here, there should be a C. Yes, that is the correct spelling. Psychic. Who is a psychic? Who is a psychic? Remember, it's not the same as psycho. The slang word that we use, psycho, it's not the same as that. Psychic. Remember Harry Potter? Professor Trelawney. Yes, Professor Trelawney, there's Sybil Trelawney. Okay, so she was a psychic. Somebody who can predict the future. That person is a psychic. Okay, so that's the spelling here. Very good, Pranay. Snatch, there should be a T here. Okay, this should be squeezer. It's a utensil that's, used to squeeze lemons. That utensil is called a squeezer. So I need a double E here. So I think because we had some very easy to eliminate words, this question again became easy for us. And what's the spelling of sobriquet? Sobriquet. Very good, Sejal. It comes from Latin, the Latin root psych, which means mind. Psyche comes from there only. Correct. Okay, okay. Yes, sobriquet का spelling बताओ. क्या होना चाहिए correct spelling? All right. So, first of all, this is the spelling of the word sobriquet. I hope this is visible to everybody. Q-U-E-T. And secondly, what does exactly the word mean? Sobriety is a different word. Okay. You've written sobriety. That's a different word. Sobriety refers to the state of being sober. The state of not being drunk. That is sobriety. Okay. Sobriquet are these titles that are given to people. Yes. So, for instance, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel is called the Iron Man of India. Sarojini Naidu is called the Nightingale of India. These are called sobriquets. These titles. In fact, the title that you would have got on your farewell, school farewell, college farewell, those are also called sobriquets. Right? So, that was the correct spelling here. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, this was fine, this was fine. I mean, these basically were fine in the sense that they were all incorrect. So, that's why lassoing is our answer. What's a lasso? Lasso. This rope with a noose, you know, that you use to capture animals, that's a lasso. Okay, so lassoing would be a verb here. Lassoing is a verb. Okay, the act of actually capturing somebody using a lasso, capturing an animal usually using a lasso. Yes, rassi, absolutely correct. Okay, so even if you are given different words, even if you're given multiple incorrect spellings, then also it will again depend on the type of words that you have been given. Okay, so don't worry. That's the purpose of this session. I wanted to tell you that you need not worry if you are getting different question types, something that you may not earlier have practiced. Right. Chalo, ye wala batao. Very, very easy. Right. Quick. Okay, Daisy has answered. Others, what do you say? मैं तो बहुत सारे responses आने चाहिए, इतना easy question है ये. Okay. Pranay has also answered. Playwright. So Shakespeare was a great playwright. Yes? The writer of a play. Okay, C, A. All right. So I'm getting A, C, D. 3 responses. C. All right. D. Okay. So the correct answer, Daisy, was the fastest and correct. Playwright. This is the correct spelling. We have a W here. So play. Okay. W-R-I-G-H-T. Playwright. That's the spelling. Okay. I agree. So 12, some of you are saying 12, some of you are saying 6, okay, some said 10 also, okay. So Digvijay, have you taken the first slot, or is it something that you heard from your friends? So I understand that the number was high, that's why I've kept this session, okay. So the additional thing there would be that, okay, some letters would be given to you. Let's say I write these letters first, okay. I write these letters first and then I make these words from these letters. That would be the additional step. That's it. Okay. All right. Chalo. So this here the answer is D. All the other words are incorrect. Okay. They don't mean anything. Yes. Chalo. GK. Your GK will be used here. Tell me. Read the instructions and tell me the answer. Okay, all right, Prachi. Let's see this question. Okay, Siddesh. All right. What do you say? Which one is incorrectly spelled here? Okay, 12 letter long words. All right. C, B, okay. B, all right. Has E been spelled correctly? Sorry, is E correct? Yes. Or should E be the answer? Okay, so I've got B, I've got D, and I've also got E. You had to find the one that was incorrectly spelled. Amnesia, this is the spelling. Okay, this is the spelling of amnesia. Now, it means memory loss. Yes, amnesia, correctly spelled. Pyorrhea, absolutely correctly spelled. Okay, no error here. So, now diarrhea on the other hand, it needs a O here. It needs a O here. Okay. Some issue with the pen. Yeah. Needs an O here. D-I-A-R-R-H-O-E-A, diarrhea. The US spelling skips the O altogether. In US, the spelling skips the O altogether. But then we follow British English, so our spelling would be D-I-A-R-R-H-O-E-A, diarrhea. Okay. Yes, only B is erroneous. So let's learn the meanings of the words that are new for us. Amnesia, we understand. Pyorrhea, the dental disease that people get where their teeth become loose because of gum inflammation. Xenophobia. What is xenophobia? Yes. Okay, Siddesh. All right. Xenophobia. Fear. It's a phobia, so it's a fear. Fear of foreigners. That is xenophobia. Okay. Fear of foreigners is called xenophobia. All right. Pneumonia, you understand the disease pneumonia we are talking about, right? So it was B only that was incorrectly spelled. Now see, I understand that there was a certain type of question that was asked in the slot today, in the morning slot today. That does not mean that the same type will get repeated. That's why it's good to have a variety of questions, okay? That's why I included these questions also where we had different words, right? Okay. Now, let's see. Okay, so here comes the same word with different spellings. Let me see what you say. I'll answer that, Satya. Pranay, what he means is for these kinds of questions, I believe. That's what he's asking. All right, all right. Prejudice against people from other countries. Absolutely correct, Daisy. Right. Okay. So here there's a none of the above option also, so be careful. Okay. A, C, all right. A is the answer here, okay. All right, you get the idea, right? A is the correct answer. We have a double C and a double M. Double C, double M. Accommodation. Okay, good. Most of you are saying A, some of you are saying C also. So, no, we have a double M here in accommodation. So, C would be incorrect. Okay. All right. A is our answer here. Now, let's see this one. Different words this time. You have to find out the one word that has been incorrectly spelled. 4 are correct, 1 is incorrect. Tell me which one that is. Yes, absolutely correct. That is an accommodation, a place of stay, home. हाँ जी, ये बताओ. Incorrectly spelled. Okay. Okay. Is the spelling of embarrassment and harassment correct? Embarrassment, harassment, correct spellings? Shouldn't there be a double R in harassment? No. You are absolutely right. These two are absolutely fine. It is E that is erroneous. Okay, it should be a debutante. Okay, so A is required here instead of E, debutante. Okay, not debutant. So, hope this is clear. Embarrassment has a double R and a double S. Remember that. Harassment has a single R and a double S. Single R, double S. Right? To caress someone, you know, to basically hug them, embrace them, take care of them. That is to caress them. Duress is a legal term which means undue pressure. Putting undue pressure on someone, that is duress. Putting undue pressure on someone, right? So, I hope these 4 terms are clear to you, and now you will remember this. Embarrassment is a longer word, has double R, double S. Harassment is shorter than this, has a single R but a double S. Okay? All right. Debutante is right. E is wrong. Okay. Now see, some of you are saying that there should be an E also here. See. What is the difference? The one without any E is used for men. Men who are making their debut in a field, usually sports, etc. The one with an E is usually used for females, okay, who are making their debut. That's the difference. All right? Yes, their first public appearance, their first debut. Earlier, you know, making your debut meant making your first public appearance, right? Now it's related to a field, for instance, sports, acting, etc. All right, so here we saw some spelling correction questions, right? Now, let's look at some fill in the blanks, okay? I understand that some of them were vocabulary based, some of them were contextual, and you also got synonym-antonym pairs, yes? So we'll look at those questions now. Yes, both are correct, Daisy, absolutely. Okay, chalo. Look at this question now and tell me which option fits the best for both of these blanks. Sorry, yes. Yes, Pranay, they are French words, debutante and debutante, French word. They don't even pronounce the NNT, debutante, that's what they say. All right, okay. Okay, others? Okay, absolutely correct. Sheer, what does sheer mean? The sheer variety. The sheer variety. It's used for emphasis. Okay, it's the sheer truth. That means the absolute truth. So whenever you want to emphasize something, you use the word sheer. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So the answer here is C. All of you found it. Okay. All of you marked the correct answer. So C, fill in the blanks, give us hope that we can get them right. Yes. Okay. Let's have a look at this. Maybe you find the language here tricky, but I think the answer you will guess in no time. Yes. Okay. Let's see. All right. जल्दी जल्दी देखो और बताओ. Okay. Contextual vocabulary question has a paragraph. Okay, and you have to fill just one blank. A, B, all right. Others? E also, okay. All right. C also. Okay. So, let's read this and try to understand this. At 11, he had a horror of death. Within 6 impressionable years, his parents had died and his grandmother had faded off. Right? So, if I'm saying that his grandmother had faded off, that means that she had weakened in health. Okay. She had basically lost her strength or she had weakened. That's what I mean. Okay. Almost dash. So, almost suddenly. We are talking about 6 impressionable years. So, she had faded off almost dash. All right. Maybe suddenly can also come. Let's read the part that comes next. Until, for the first time since her marriage, for the first time since the grandmother's marriage, her person held for one day an unquestioned supremacy over her own drawing room. Until one day, she asserted her authority. So, she had faded off almost dash until one day she asserted her authority. The word that we are looking for is imperceptibly, in a way that you can't even perceive, you can't even detect. So she had weakened, she had stayed in the background, she had weakened imperceptibly until one day, she asserted her authority. A is our answer here, not suddenly. Right? A lot of students say suddenly for this because we are saying within 6 impressionable years, so they think that it will be a sudden thing to happen, the death of the parents and grandmother's weakening health. So no, not tragically, no, violence is not involved here. So I think D could be easily rejected. Okay. Almost, why would I call it almost tragically? Almost tragically. I would not call it almost tragically, no, but yes, almost imperceptibly, as if you can't even detect it. That is what makes sense here contextually. Okay, all right. So let's look at our next question here. Fill in the blanks. So sometimes even 2 blank questions can be easy. Sometimes 1 blank question can also require some thinking on your part. Okay, easy question this one. Tell me quickly the answer. 4 options here. Okay. So you can very quickly tell me the answer. Let's see, let's see. Easy, easy. Okay, all right. Okay, okay. Yes, yes, absolutely correct. A is the answer here. Okay. Now, erudition. Erudition means knowledge. Okay. So, he was a scholar. He was a recluse. He didn't meet a lot of people. He liked to stay alone. A tower of erudition. Okay. So, he could be compared to a tower of knowledge. Right. So, that's why these words don't fit at all. Okay. This is a metaphorical tower. Okay, tower of height तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं होगा. All right. Okay. D, no. Some of you have said D also. A tower of beauty. No, his beauty has not really been focused on here. His knowledge. Okay, a scholar, a recluse. When I say romantic, I mean somebody who holds his ideals very seriously. Somebody who's not very realistic. So in that sense, I'm calling this person romantic. Okay. Quixotic would be a synonym for such a word. Quixotic. Okay. You get this right? It's Quixotic. 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 All right. So this is erudition. Let's see what you say for the next question. I don't think you will find that also challenging. Just eliminate and you'll get the answer. Okay. Just reading it would take time. Right. Let's see what you mark. Absolutely, Daisy. I agree with you. Pranay has answered. Okay. Others. Okay. Just 2 responses so far. Okay, okay. All right. So, this is a previous year question. So, from the time she had put her hair up, every man she had met had groveled. Who will tell me the meaning of grovel? Yes. Every man that she had met had groveled before her. So yes, what's the meaning of this word? Is it related to obeisance? Obeisance is the act of bowing, right? Grovel also means the same, but grovel has a negative connotation. Okay. When you bend and bow before someone in a servile manner, that is called groveling or genuflecting. Okay. Genuflect is a synonym. Genuflect. Okay. So every man she had met had genuflected or groveled before her, and she had acquired a mental attitude toward the other sex which was a mix of. So what kind of an attitude would she acquire in such a circumstance? It will not be a positive attitude, right? If people are groveling before her just because she had put her hair up, right? So now it would be a negative word here. So admiration goes away. Yes, the first option goes away very easily. You are saying 2. Absolutely, 2 is the correct answer. Okay. One of you is saying D, which is arrogance and fidelity. See, arrogance, probably it matches the negative word that I need. But fidelity is faithfulness. The two words are, we need both negative words here. Both the words that come here should be negative. So I can't use fidelity. Faithfulness would be a positive idea here. Okay. So ये eliminate हो गया. 2 is our answer here. Indifference, as if she didn't care. Contempt, dislike, active dislike. Okay. What is impertinence? Impertinence. When you're impertinent, an impertinent child is a rude child. A disobedient, rude child would be an impertinent child, right? Temperance, not drinking. Okay, temperance, not drinking. So somebody who abstains from drinking or drinks in moderation practices temperance. Okay. Yeah, so basically this does not fit at all. Temperance here. Fidelity goes against the negative tone. Admiration goes against the negative tone. So it's only 2 that we are left with. Okay. So I found this question to be good because here you can take the help of the context. Okay, हमें negative words चाहिए, हमें connotation पता है, तो हम उसी के हिसाब से ढूंढेंगे options में, right? All right. So here comes the synonym-antonym pairs. Okay. So you have a fill in the blank here. You have 4 options. You're given these pairs. These will either be synonym pairs or they can also be antonym pairs. You have to decide which pair is correct. Tell me the answer. Yes. Correct, Daisy. The meaning of growl and intemperance that you've given are absolutely correct. ये बताओ अब. Okay. Indifference, Yash, means when you don't care about something. When you're indifferent about it, it doesn't matter to you. Okay. I've got A and E so far. Others, what do you say? A, all right. E, A, all right. So a lot of A's. I've got a lot of A's and I've got some E's also. Any other option? No. Okay. So let's look at them one by one. That means you all agree spacious तो आएगा ही आएगा. Absolutely correct. Joint family है. He would need a spacious car, right? B or C. What's the meaning of this word superfluous? I understand why you're saying E, but superfluous is a negative word. Something that is so much in excess that it is unnecessary, it becomes redundant now, that is superfluous. So फिर ये कैसे, ऐसा थोड़ी ना superfluous redundant car खरीद लेगा, unnecessary car ले लेगा. That can't happen, right? So spacious or palatial, the word comes from palace. कहाँ से आया ये? Palace से. Yeah. From the word palace comes palatial, something that again is very spacious. That is called palatial. So we got a synonym pair here, and A, B both fit in this blank. So that is our answer. Right? Correct, Daisy? Correct, Snehal? Absolutely correct, both of you. Chalo. Good. Let's see another pair. Okay. Yeah. Good, good, good. What about this sentence? Okay. So Rishi, we need a pair. Okay. Option C, option D. That's what I've got. Others. कौन सा लॉक करूं मैं? D या C? बताओ 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 जल्दी से. D लॉक करूं. Okay. चलो. Absolutely correct. No, wait. D is DA. A is ranker. No, absolutely wrong. I'm sorry. So, Peter dash being a part of any workplace gossips or politics. या तो Peter को अच्छा लगता है या Peter को अच्छा नहीं लगता है. Yes. Now, admire can't come here because it won't fit grammatically. See, grammar, I mean, you need your correct knowledge of grammar even for a vocabulary question. Peter admire does not make sense. Peter admires would have made sense. Okay. So, loathes, relishes. These two make absolute sense. CD. It's option C that should be the answer. Option C. So, these questions do require a bit of your concentration. Yes. So, here, relishes means enjoys. Loathes means hates. Okay. And they are antonym pairs. And CD would be our answer. Okay. All right. Now, what does this word rancor mean? Rancor. If you are rancorous towards someone, rancor is a noun. Rancor is a noun. I needed a verb here. I needed a verb here, first of all. So, Peter rancor being a part, no. Peter, in fact, rancor, the word itself means anger and bitterness. तो ये यहाँ पर fit ही नहीं हो रहा contextually. ठीक है, तो ये आ ही नहीं सकता यहाँ पर, and grammatically also it does not fit at all. Anger and bitterness, right? So CD बचा, and therefore C is our answer. Okay, so you can get a synonym-antonym pair question as part of a fill in the blank, a variation that I have shown you, or you could get it straight away also. So let's see some questions that ask you synonym-antonym pairs straight away. Okay, these are your usual questions. पहले ये वाले देखते हैं, फिर आ जाएंगे वापस उस पे. चलो, ये वाला बताओ. From the given words, find the words that are either synonyms or antonyms of each other, right? Quickly tell me the answer. 20 seconds. Let's see, let's see. Easy hai, easy question. Okay, okay. Daisy and Pranay have answered. Okay, okay. सभी बोल रहे? ठीक है. E is the answer. Predecessor, antecedent, both mean the same. It's a synonym pair. The antecedent, something, ante means before, seed means to come. Okay. Basically, it's an indicator of movement. So move before in a way. Okay. Predecessor, the pre means before here. So antecedent and predecessor synonym pairs. What does this accede mean? I think you know what this accede means. What does this word accede mean? To accede to some demands. Accede to some demands. To agree, okay? To basically make that concession for someone, to agree, although it's not that positive a word. When you accede to someone's demands, ऐसा नहीं आपने बहुत खुशी-खुशी agree करा है, ठीक है? So to agree is the answer, is the meaning of this word accede. The answer is 2-4, which is option E. ठीक है, so easy था. Synonym-antonym pair questions, even though they were asked, they can be easy, okay, or they can be some questions that require some thinking on your part. But the idea is, जल्दी से हो रहा है, words आते हैं तो definitely attempt करना, right? Don't leave it in case you know the meanings of words. It does not make sense just because it requires some thinking. So I think relishes, loathes, admire, those were easy words. You know their meaning. So just give it some time at least. Okay? All right. Look at this one and very quickly tell me the answer. Yes, Daisy. Easy peasy. Correct, Garvit. Given would be a synonym for accede. All right. Let's see who answers the most quickly. Okay, okay. My eyes are on the chat box. I've received 2 responses. D is what I've received so far. Okay, okay. Guess hai D, okay. All right. Okay, okay. What is temerity? This word, temerity. What does it mean? You've heard of this word audacity. You have the audacity to talk back to me. Itni himmat ho gayi. You have the audacity. We say this to people, right? So, temerity is that kind of a bold confidence, courage, which is perceived a little excessive by people. That is temerity. Timidity, on the other hand, is lack of courage. When you're hesitant, okay, when you're shy, when you lack courage. So, ye ho gaya antonym pair. Yes? So, timidity, temerity is an antonym pair, and absolutely correct. D is the answer. You could even do this through elimination. Let's say you don't know the meaning of temerity. Punctuality sabko pata hoga word. Yes? And punctilious is not the same as punctual. It is not even the opposite of punctual. Yes? So, somebody who is punctilious cares about very minute things, okay, wants everything to be perfect. That person is punctilious, cares about even the small little things. Okay, punct means point. So, punctuality, punctiliousness, they are not synonyms, they are not antonyms. और एक बार ये eliminate हो गए तो हमें पता चल गया कि answer 1-3 होना चाहिए. So, through elimination, this could have very well been attempted. ठीक है? So, these were a few questions on synonym-antonym pairs. Now, usual questions, एक बार देख लेते हैं. I thought to include 2 such questions also. Closest in meaning to abnegation. Quickly tell me. 20 seconds. That's good. That's the spirit actually. What specified gaming is saying. When you are prepared for surprises. When you're excited by them. All right, जल्दी जल्दी बताओ ये वाला. 20 seconds over. That's great, Daisy. So see, sharing vocabulary helps. Abnegation, one of you says A. Okay, okay. Closest in meaning. Pranay says C. Okay. C. I hope, Rupali, you mean D or B? Renunciation is the answer, okay, not interrogation. So renunciation is the answer here. See, to abnegate something. So he wanted to abnegate all responsibility. He wanted to renounce, reject all responsibility. Didn't want to accept responsibility. Okay. So renunciation is the word that we are looking for, which is the synonym of abnegation. Interrogation, किसी को interrogate करना, examine करना. Exonerate, acquit कर देना. When we acquit someone, okay, absolve them of any crime. That is exoneration. Subjugate, to dominate someone. That is subjugation. So subjugation is domination, exoneration is acquittal, interrogation is examination. They don't match. Abnegation matches renunciation. Okay, so you've got some vocabulary words in case you didn't know these words earlier. Now, servile. I have already used this word in our conversation today. So servile, what should be the antonym? Antonym, servile. Self-abnegation is self-denial. Very good, Daisy. Yes. Chalo, jaldi se. Let's see who get this correct. Last question for the day. Farthest in meaning. Okay. All right. Farthest in meaning we had to see. Okay. Just a second. Okay, I'm not able to go to that slide. Okay, wait. Servile was our word. Our options were conspiratorial. Okay, I'm not writing the option numbers. Conspiratorial, imperious, right? Then we had two usual words. Yes. So conspiratorial is somebody, when you talk to each other in a conspiratorial tone, it's as if you share a secret with each other, right? A lot of you have said A I think was imperious. Imperious is the answer here. When you are very dominating. Servile is when you are very obedient. Okay, you again when you act in a very servile manner, you bow and bend towards someone. Okay, you're obsequious. Imperious is when you are very arrogant and dominating. So imperious was the farthest word there. All right. So yes, these were some of your synonym-antonym questions. I hope the synonym-antonym pair questions, that was clear to you how to attempt those questions. Some of the spelling correction questions, you found them to be easy. I showed you a different spelling correction type. What if that comes, okay? And what if synonym-antonym pair questions come as fill in the blanks? So now you have an idea how to tackle these questions. As far as the strategy is concerned, see, because it's a jumbled paper, I would not give you any strategy ki ye pehle kar lo, ye baad mein kar lo. That won't work, okay? Because you'll waste a lot of time in hunting questions. So look at each question as it comes. If you find it easy, attempt it. If you don't find it, don't attempt it. Okay, find it easy, don't attempt it. And if you see questions that according to you are out of syllabus, let's say higher maths, stuff like that, don't waste time there. Okay? So this would be the strategy if you want one, right? Thank you, Garvit. Yeah, okay, acha. You said that the words were these, helpful and humorous. Okay, I thought you're talking about the session. Yes. So helpful and humorous, I think you know. Okay? All right. Welcome, Daisy. हाँ जी, जो होगा देखा जाएगा. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Yes? Yes, Pranay. Okay. Welcome, Gunjan. Bye, Snehal. Bye, all of you. All the very best. Bye.